Coronation Street viewers worry for Bethany Platt as she looks worse for wear as Nathan arranges another sex party. The schoolgirl is the victim of Nathan's sinister plans. Coronation Street's Bethany Platt has been at the center of a harrowing sex ring plot that's seen her subjected to a hideous rape ordeal. The 16-year-old schoolgirl has been absent from recent episodes, but tonight she looked worse for wear after pulling an all-nighter with evil Nathan Curtis. And she turned pale as her boyfriend plans another sex party to exploit the teen. Ian texted before saying he wouldn't mind a little party, he said. "Tonight or tomorrow, depends on work. You'll be up for it, won't you, please?" Heading for bed, a weary Bethany said, "Yeah, let me get my head down and I'll see how I'll feel later." Nathan added, "Good girl, you'll feel bang in the mood later." And fans are more worried than ever for the vulnerable teenager. "Please go home, Bethany. Your face tells us you're scared and unhappy with Nathan's sick plans. Get help now," one viewer tweeted. "Bethany, just run, run, run," another added. "Get Bethany away from that creep," a third viewer tweeted. Meanwhile, Bethany is set to cut off her entire family, including Mum Sarah, as she falls even deeper into trouble. The worried mother will get wise to Nathan's grooming and try to free her daughter from his evil clutches, but her actions will backfire in horrific fashion. Sarah appears to be Bethany's last beacon of hope, but with her pushed out of the picture, Nathan will have complete control to put his sinister plans into action. Having been rescued from his flat, things turn violent when Bethany lashes out and stabs her mum's partner Gary Windass. Her daughter's ridiculous reaction to not being able to contact Nathan rings alarm bells in Sarah's head, leading her to contact the police. The Platts are terrified that Bethany is being so strongly influenced by her controlling elder fiancé. She rings the authorities in a bid to split the pair up for good, revealing to the officer everything she knows about her son-in-law-to-be. However, in a shock twist, Sarah will actually be confessing all to creepy Neil, the man who raped her young daughter. Rather than help protect Bethany, the dodgy copper reports back to Nathan about Sarah's desire to keep them apart. Sensing their sinister scheme may be coming to an end, they drive an even bigger wedge between mother and daughter, leading Bethany to disown her whole family. Neil takes her to the Platts' house for a visit, but manages to stir the pot, and Bethany tells her mum she wants nothing more to do with her. Sarah is left devastated by the development, but is still not fully aware of just how much danger her daughter is really in. Not content, Nathan wants his girlfriend to show her loyalty to him and his friends by having a horror threesome with Neil and Ian. Bethany will be forced into having sex with two sick rapists at the same time as her grooming storyline takes another dark turn. Creepy rapist Neil will join up with Ian, who has already been introduced to the youngster, to sexually abuse Bethany again in mortifying scenes. Sarah's interference unwittingly angers the vile perverts, giving them a reason to give Bethany to prove her loyalty to them. Things are set to get even darker for Bethany before they get better, as photographs taken on the Koi set show Nathan burning his young girlfriend with a cigarette, causing her to scream in agony. But she is set to find an unlikely ally in the form of Mary Taylor, the florist's assistant in Weatherfield's flower shop, who will notice Bethany's fear in an upcoming episode. Mary and Bethany are going to form a nice friendship, Lucy Fallon, the actress who plays Bethany, told OK! Magazine. Mary has been raped before, so she's going to come in handy with Bethany when coming to terms with what happened further down the line. Mary, played by Patty Claire, who actually conceived her character herself and pitched it to Koi bosses, was sexually assaulted at the age of 14 and fell pregnant with her rapist's baby. She later abandoned the little boy on the doorstep of a church, and he was named Jude after the religious building's saint. The florist's assistant has been keeping an eye on Bethany since the teenager ran into her shop to escape from her creepy older boyfriend Nathan. Friendly Mary gently asked Bethany a few questions about Nathan and pointed out he was a bit mature for her, adding that her mum Sarah must be very concerned. But Bethany was unable to open up to Mary as Nathan came in at that point, steering the terrified-looking girl out of the shop and away from Mary's suspicious gaze. But while there's light at the end of the tunnel for Bethany, Star Lucy believes it will be a long road to recovery for her traumatized character. Viewers have been gripped by Bethany and Nathan's shocking storyline, which accurately portrays the relationship between a groomer and their victim. A survivor of grooming worked with the Koi stars and spoke to Mirror Online. Lucy, whose name was been changed to preserve her anonymity, was groomed online from the age of 10 by a much older man, who went on to evade justice for his sick crimes. She met with Lucy Fallon to give her some tips on how to play the traumatized Bethany, leaving the Koi star in tears. But in news that will brighten Koi fans' day, Nathan is finally set to get his comeuppance by getting arrested in an upcoming episode. In pictures taken from the set, Nathan can be seen scowling and shouting at Bethany in the middle of a busy food hall as she tries to placate him. Clearly incensed at something, he can be seen looming over her as shocked bystanders look on. As the row escalates, 2 police officers come to Bethany's aid and haul him off, though whether his real crimes will come to light are another matter. The matter